What's good with you guys? It's Jibril. And I'm going to give black people 5 things I believe they should prioritize.
I want to be richer than Jay-Z, my brother, I'm hoping that I would be rich. Isn't so tired of living the way that I live. If I make it, I buy my own crib. They tell me I'm quiet like Gary, I do like a carrot, no Sandy, I'm clapping those cheeks. Then my song will repeat, I'll be running the streets in a year that is by my beast. And I be like, all of these people keep hating on me, I'm like, Chris, everybody hates me. Well, I be like, fuck everybody, I never had anyone willing to help but a G. And now I've got
With 1 being education. I would advise black people truly study human genetics, psychology, and black people's history. Unfortunately, black people don't prioritize education because we don't advocate for black people to educate themselves. Instead, we allow and trust non-black people that will conceal information that won't suit their own agenda to educate us and black children. The reason why we have non-black people that don't want black people to be educated is because they secretly don't want black people to thrive, considering the fact that black people are the genetically greatest race group and so want to give themselves the upper hand. As to why the black people they fear the most are the educated black people that prioritize black people, because those are the black people that are capable of changing the dynamic of black people and the black community. There are people that don't want black people to realize that the reason why we have black ghettos to begin with is due to black people not having any jobs to provide for their family. The reason why black slaves were disallowed an education was so black slaves couldn't figure out and maneuver how they could free themselves and escape. So black people must educate themselves in order to understand who we truly are and figure out how we can become the best versions of ourselves. There's a lot of concealed information from black people, such as black people civilizing Europe twice, as well as black people being the genetically strongest race group and the least pineal gland calcified. The second thing I believe black people need to prioritize are healthy relationships. As social human beings black people are, it's vital for black people to build strong relationships with our own people. Black people should surround themselves with positive, honest and encouraging black people, as it has been proven that hanging around positive people will make you healthier and happier. One reason why we have an overwhelming amount of black people that are displeased with black people as a whole and have decided to lose faith in the black community is because black people don't have strong relationships with each other. We lack any sort of loyalty, compassion or respect for our own people due to specific groups of non-black people, mainly white people, ruining our self-esteem and our image, making them the main reason as to why black people loathe each other to begin with. Black people, unfortunately, exacerbate the situation. Black people have to acknowledge that at the end of the day, we only have ourselves, because no matter how close you are with non-black people, they will never want the best for black people, because black people are the genetically strongest race group, giving black people more of an advantage to perform better than everybody else from the moment we are born. It's the main reason why non-black males in particular won't ever accept the fact that black people are the most genetically superior race group. And if you don't believe me, you can tell a non-black person who you deem close to that black people are the genetically strongest race group and monitor how the relationship changes. So although it's arduous finding genuine black people with the amount of black sellouts, there are genuine positive black people out there in this world. Just remain faithful and keep searching. Or if you want, you can email me. Cut out every toxic person out of your life, as they could potentially be a leading factor as to why you're not as motivated and positive as you could be, including toxic family members. Just because they're related to you, it doesn't give them the right to constantly disrespect you. Plus, nobody decides who they're related to, like how there are black people that are born black and don't deserve to be black. The third thing black people should prioritize is their health. Black people need to prioritize every aspect of their health, such as their physical, mental and sexual health, so you can function in life better and live longer. Becoming healthier can also have you become more attractive to the opposite sex, as people are attracted to other people with strong immune systems. The reason being is so we can end up giving birth to healthy babies. However, black people are prioritizing their health less by indulging in unhealthy habits such as smoking, drinking and over-consuming junk food. So I would advise making your diet as healthy as it possibly can by incorporating as much fruits and vegetables as you possibly can, drinking as much water as you possibly can, brushing your teeth twice a day and getting frequent health checks. The fourth thing I believe black people should prioritize are their finances. The reason why black people should prioritize their finances is so we don't become financially stressed and having to deal with any sort of financial issues. With enough money, you can focus on achieving your biggest life goal by buying the things you desire that you can attain with money. The reason why we have black people that aren't loyal to black people is due to black people not providing other black people with jobs, and so have to resort to finding jobs from people outside of their race in order to make a living. And the hand that feeds you is the hand that rules you. That's why it's crucial for black people to make as much money as possible and make better economic decisions in order to rebuild the black community. The likes of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King and Patrice Lumumba were all financially stable before they took a stand for black people. So I would personally advise any black activist or any black person aspiring to be a black activist to work towards becoming financially free, as you will inevitably be attacked financially. And I would personally advise every black person to find themselves a job that will pay them the most money and place as much money as you can into a bank account with the highest interest rate. And the last thing I believe black people should prioritize is self-improvement. It has been scientifically proven that humans aren't meant to be satisfied or happy, as it prevents you from yearning to improve yourself. So every black person should get out of their comfort zones and work towards becoming the best versions of themselves. You can say hello to a random black person you see on the street to improve your confidence. I would heavily advise black people to exercise, meditate, read a book for at least 30 minutes every 2 days, and socialize with black people on a similar journey as you. Become that strong, motivational, positive, and confident black person that inspires other black people to improve themselves, as well as wanting to improve the black community. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, peace, and take care of yourselves. I'm out.